The ladies of the View. Now, see, I'd be okay with Elizabeth. Elizabeth is the kind of girl you just need to talk to before there's an incident, which Rosie didn't do. See, I would say I take Elizabeth out to lunch. If I said, girl, look, I know sometimes you get passionate and you start raising your voice and you get crazy, and I know you did that Survivor. Not with me, girl. Honey. You see this chair right here? I'll beat you like you stole something. Don't come out sideways, Elizabeth. We can be cool. But see, Rosie didn't talk to her that way, so the voices were going up and up and up and up. Okay. Rosie could have snatched up. Well, just broke her, honey. But she didn't. Now the other people. Whoopi gone crazy. Whoopi been crazy for a long time. And the way Whoopi was initially treated by people often in the black community, I felt for her, honey, because they did me wrong too, honey. They used to call me ugly, but they still do anyway. But the point is, so I was like, yes, with the color purple, and yes, with Sister Acting, with that one little thing with the Doogie Howser character. But she gone crazy, kind of. And lately, she gone crazy with this whole thing about that she's the white man's pass for bad behavior. Okay, we all remember the Ted Danson incident. Now, regardless of whether it was the Friars Club or this club or that club or Jack's Club from the Jack in the Box, if you didn't see some backlash coming, that means your barometer and racial sensitive compass is not where it should be, or the country is. So you don't get to tell the arbitrary. Okay, how's she gonna come out and talk about Mel Gibson is not racist? You see it with your family. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Okay. Every relative I got is white, honey. They all from Montana and Wyoming, honey, okay? And I'm sure some of them have said some things. I went to church with my uncle to the Mormon church over there in Oregon, honey. And got called a nigger in church by a little kid in the primary class. Okay? Now, certainly, I didn't know they saw that coming. So, how are you, Whoopi, the arbitrator of what, people say? You can also just say, we all do things and fall short of the glory and embarrass ourselves, and people are like, I didn't see that coming, or, well, wasn't that like that around me. There are ways of sticking up for your friends and your family without co-signing it. One of the things I can't stand, and there's a list of 350,000, which we'll get to, is when people say, oh, he couldn't have done that. I know him. Who do you know that well? That's the question of that. Who would you vouch for? The only two people I know their character well enough to really vouch for are my parents. Probably because they're consistent. They do the same thing and say the same thing for the 40 years I've known them and for the years before, aren't they? I mean, you can't really vouch for people. You can I didn't see that coming. Be careful about that, and be careful who you try to, because remember, they vouch for everybody, okay? That man who, what was his name? I don't know his name again. Scott Peterson, the one who killed his pregnant wife and put her in the river, the lake, or the ocean. Nobody saw that coming. He still looked like a little choir boy. Quit vouching for people. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't know nothing about that, Your Honor. He didn't do that. This is what he did, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Finally, Barbara Walters. Can't stand you. Can't stand you for a while, honey. Couldn't stand your preview, honey. The only thing I'm going to help you, Barbara, I'm going to thank Barbara Walters for is when I was growing up a little colored girl down there in Tacoma, Pierce County, when they was doing horrible things. I used to have these fantasies that one day I would, win all these different Oscars and Emmys and all that other stuff, and I was not even an actor. I'd never been an actor. So, and I had this re-recorded image, which is in my forthcoming memoir, Sitting in Circles with Rich White Girls, Memoirs of a Bulimic Black Boy, which I should finish and you should buy, of being Barbara on the Bluff. And that really got me over time. So I appreciate that I was allowed to take your image and use it. But now, sit down, retire, girl. You're old. You're repeating yourself. Okay? Now, y'all know how Oprah made the mistake of telling Barbara, honey, that basically when she was Miss Little Fire Chief Red Rover, Fire Ant, or whatever she won, honey, that she copied Barbara's style because Barbara was really the only woman on TV at that time. Well, Barbara has told this story 15,000 times. It's been translated into 47 languages, honey. The Taliban got it done, okay? And then she gonna do it at the Kennedy Awards. Now, regardless of what you think about Oprah, she getting the award, honey. Okay. If I'm getting an award and you come in to speak, you speak about me. That's the way award ceremonies are. You don't hijack it and tell a story that makes you look good. That's tacky, Barbara. Tacky, 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 tacky. And I don't have the clip, but y'all should watch the clip or to get the clip or send me the clip, and then we can post the clip. But Oprah and the First Lady, they're like, you know what? Because Oprah go like, oh. And the First Lady look over her like, you know, I know what they were saying, but this is a public thing, so I ain't gonna say exactly what they were saying. But when two sisters go like, oh, ooh, in reference to a white woman, it's not good. So that's it. See you later. Bye.